Hey there, folks. So, here in scenic downtown Portland, and it just occurred to me that the powers that be, they seem to take our things and destroy them, is what happens. So, you know, if you can't pay your rent, then the sheriff will come and evict you, and they'll take your things and destroy them. And you know, if you are a water protector and you have a protest camp, then the police will come, they'll take your things and destroy them. You know, indigenous people, Native American people, we've had our entire nation essentially stolen from us and destroyed. That's basically what you have these people who are living a decent life, and then you have the colonizers come along, they take all the land and destroy it. You know, that's what happens on a national level, and on a regional level. So here it is, it's just about freezing out. It's like 35 degrees or something. And I walk up on this scene. It's a truck full of people's possessions, and they're going to be destroyed. So, you know, this is what oppression looks like, you know. This is what blatant fascism looks like, is that they will come to where you live, they'll take your items and they'll destroy them. So, you know, when you don't own anything, then something like a little piece of carpet or a pallet, you know, that's your whole life. That's everything that means anything to you. And you can see in there's an electric scooter. So somebody who was disabled had their electric scooter taken, and it's likely going to be destroyed. So, you know, what happens is that all along here, people who don't have anywhere else to live are trying to eke out a living. They're trying to survive. It's freezing out here. And then these people come along, take their items and destroy them. And a lot of times the way this works is that there'll be like a food line. So like somewhere over here is the mission, and the mission will have breakfast for people. And so the people will like go over to eat and, you know, maybe use the restroom or something. And then this group of horrible people, degenerate, criminal, lowlives, come along and take their possessions and destroy them. So, you know, here's somebody's camp where they were trying to live, and, you know, a lot of people, all they have is like a blanket. You might see somebody walking along and carrying a blanket, like a blanket is their only possession. And the reason you see people with only a blanket is because people like this come along and take the rest of their items and destroy them. So, you know, it's not unreasonable to think that the deprivation of personal property is crime. It's actually a violation of human rights.
If I whack the dog shit out your ass with something. You know what, motherfucker, man? Really? Wait, take your motherfucking ass on. Take your motherfucking ass on, yo. Because you know I ain't destroying shit, but you being a motherfucking dick, yo.
I wasn't talking about you, man.
I don't give a fuck. Yes, yes, the fuck you are.
No.
Blatantly talking about me and my shit.
Nope, I'm talking about these. I'm talking about these guys.
Shit, motherfucker.
These guys come along and take your shit when you go.
Take your punk ass the fuck on, though. Take your punk ass on, bitch.
When you go and try and
Take
get
your
some
fucking punk ass on. You ain't nothing but a bitch. Take your fucking ass on with that bullshit, yo. You ain't got nothing better to do, motherfucker.
So basically what's happening here is that when you don't have a place to live, then they'll come and take your items and throw them away. And it's basically a violation of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So, you know, it's a crime. It's an actual crime to take people's personal property without due process. Like, if you come and take somebody's personal property, it's actually a crime. So what happens is this group here, Rapid Response BioClean, they respond to people like that guy over there, and they take all of their items, whatever items they can't possibly pick up, they take them to the dump. And, you know, I don't even know how to put it into words. It's just inhumane. And this is what happens all throughout society. If you build a house and you don't get the proper permits, they'll come along, take your property and destroy it. If you can't pay your taxes, they'll come along and take your property and destroy it. Like, it's just this whole process of depriving people of their property, and then it leads to depriving them of their liberty. So then what happens is that people,
like sandwich, hand warmers, or anything?
People who do this work, they try and pretend like they're righteous people, but at the end of the day, people will freeze to death because these people have taken their property to the dump. So these guys take other people's property to the dump, and then people actually freeze to death on the streets. So these guys will come along, completely destroy somebody's home, they take all of their personal property, and then people freeze to death. Like, people actually freeze to death on these streets because they don't have any shelter. And these are the people who steal their shelter. They want to act like giving you a sandwich or some hand warmers after they steal everything that you own. They're going to act like giving you sandwich and hand warmers is somehow an act of righteousness or justice. But these people are doing Satan's work. They're basically the devil, and they want to act like they're doing some sort of Satan. Like, these same people probably go to church, pretend like they're good Christians, and then they literally steal people's blankets. They steal people's blankets. Like, the last thing that people have between them and freezing to death, these guys come and steal it. So, you know, for me, I think these are the worst sorts of people. Like, it's hard to even put their name in alignment with the word people because their acts, their behavior is so demonic. For all intents and purposes, they're the devil, in my opinion. Because they are physically taking away people's shelter. Like, the very last thing they have between the freezing cold temperatures and their body, these guys take it. So the company's name is Rapid Response BioClean. And Rapid Response BioClean just got a $4.1 million contract from the city of Portland to go around doing this work. So the city of Portland, they're willing to spend $4.1 million to hire guys like this to come around and harm the people who are already most at risk. And it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. It's emblematic of the condition of our country when you look at people like this, and then they wanna act like they're good people. They wanna act like they're doing the right thing, like they're somehow helping, making society better by stealing people's blankets. Like, they actually steal people's blankets. So anyway, I just wanted to show you guys what it looks like in downtown Portland, and share with you a little bit of what I see happening every day. So anyway, with all that said, I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a great rest of your day out there, and I'll talk with you again very soon.